PS5 Madden. They'll play them a little bit on the PS4 Madden, but nah, on the PS5, they like give me Lamar. Woo! Damn, I picked the wrong play. I'm tripping. Shit, I picked the wrong goddamn play.
Garoppolo on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Young Kittle.
Right off the bat. And a quick first
right off the bat. Young Kittle.
Took just one play to move all the way to the
Here we go. Dude, this new controller be tripping me out.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the hit of steam he had behind him?
Man, this... I don't know what the fuck was going on right there. He was moving like in slow motion at the line. Man, that was some bullshit.
There's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Man, that was some bullshit, man.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's just going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, plus the incompletion.
Drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Damn.
Ravens able to get to him. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense...
Ain't nothing major about that, man.
How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
And he'll lose yardage yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson being chased out left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium. Hitters and batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep.
Come on, you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? So y'all just sitting there just letting him just stand there in the middle of the field wide. Come on, that's some bullshit.
Aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's some bullshit.
1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
They taking an early lead.
Back involved. What's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover. Mostert, and he drops the ball. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own foot. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Comes Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st down, 49ers.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 61 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And brought down.
What's that bullshit? Are you fucking kidding me?
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Man, this is look at bullshit, man.
Again, Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking downfield for Dez. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dez Bryant, 33 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A play fake for Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Gave him goddamn score. That was some bullshit they let him have that.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Steps away to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson being chased down left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
On down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, 49ers 12.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from its... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.